Hello, how are you doing today from the ominously dark, all of a sudden, center of the country? We're not supposed to get rain today, at least that's what the weather witch said, but there are rain clouds on the horizon and rain on the radar, which is what I was just checking on my phone. So maybe it won't be quite so hot today. We're having a pressure wave go through today, which I had not heard of before, and it's like nightmare hot today. So if I melt into a little puddle of goo, I apologize. The air conditioner is struggling, and so am I. I am not alone today, though. I am joined by the wonderful, the wonderful Megan McCarthy. I had soup, and it is not making my body happy. All right, I'm also joined by the wonderful Cat Leo and the phenomenal Mistress of Terror, Laura Nettles. Oh my goodness. So my insomnia has been fun lately. So I had a sleep gummy to fall asleep last night, and it will not let me go. So I apologize now for the weird spaciness and possible lack of filter, even worse than usual, that I may have today. Because
we really need to get you on a stream with Jason Chloe.
Yeah.
Or just like an hour alone.
My husband has said the same thing. So, yeah. I have been working on stuff. I'm still working on my nonfiction project, which has become a lot more autobiographical than I intended, but sure, why not? First drafts are first drafts. I'm just going to roll with it. So anybody who alpha and or beta reads this may learn things about me, which is fine. We'll see how much of that makes it to the final draft. I do want to be working on one of the fiction projects, though. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. I have class in 2 hours, and my brain is all of the fog. In fact, there's been several things that various people have said on camera right now that my brain just inserted brain fog over the words that came out. Literally. So, yeah, it's a fun day. How is everybody else doing? Is anybody awake today?
No.
I woke up and immediately was like, Chaos Gremlin. And I don't know why.
I woke up to a message from my doctor saying that we're going to have to, do a painful medical procedure. And it's going to be so much fun. Yay. So that was how I woke up this morning. And then I've been struggling ever since.
How many books have you read so far today, Laura?
Yeah, how many books have you
read? I went under Kindle Unlimited and I joined for the first time in my life. And so I downloaded 4 books.
Nice.
I use Kindle Unlimited a lot because I'm poor.
Yeah. I've read a lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books so far in the last 2 weeks.
I can't remember the name of the author, but he cycles his books on and off of Kindle Unlimited, so I don't know if it's currently on there, but I think the favorite book that I've ever read that I just happened upon and went, okay, I probably would not have read it if it were not on Kindle Unlimited, and I did not have Kindle Unlimited, was High Magic for Conservative Christians. This may have been one of the funniest esoterica books I have ever read in my life. The snark, the sheer esoteric snark. I don't even know how to describe this book, but if it's still on Kindle Unlimited, it's funny. It was a funny book. You kind of have to be well read in the genre to get a lot of the humor, but I never would have read it if it wasn't for the fact that it was on Kindle Unlimited and it had that wonderful title of High Magic for Conservative Christians, because that is one of the best titles I have ever heard in my life. Tell me more. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Hello, Bonnie. How are you doing today? Hello, Jen Wrights Romance. How are you? Hello, Cool Gamer. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing today?
Ooh, pretty picture.
Nice. Yeah, see, I was watching the Weather Witch because the Weather Witch usually knows, like, if the Weather Witch says something, like, count on it. Like, he's one of those people that's just like, at about 5 p.m. tomorrow, there will probably be a tornado that will go through right here. And you're like, are you cursing them or predicting it? I don't know. But if he points towards your house, hide. Like, this is why I call him the Weather Witch. Like, he has predicted, like, really, like, horrible storms days ahead of time. And, like, shown you on the map with his fingers, like, and this is a bad thing's gonna happen here, and a bad thing's like, just listen. Whatever Grant says, just listen. So I don't know that we're actually going to get rain, or if the rain's actually making it to the ground. It is spooky dark outside all of a sudden. Like, I'm living inside of a gothic romance novel, and my vampire's not home. So it's kind of weird, but I kind of hope it rains just a little bit. Like, I don't want storms. Don't want storms. But I would like it to not be so hot. Like, I would just like the temperature to come down. I'm glad the camera does not appear to be picking it up so much, but like all the sweating. Like, it is just so. My poor air conditioner, I'm pretty sure I heard say "help me" while ago when it kicked on. Like, I'm pretty sure it was just like,
It's so hot. Help me.
like, just it's so hot. Y'all are awesome too, and I do realize that is mostly about these folk, but it's true. It's very true. Hello, Eva. How are you doing today? Hello to. Oh, I already said hello to Jennifer Brown, and Jennifer Brown is saying hello to Eva. I'm here. I'm here. I'm awake. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we have already started our celebrations. I made a big pot of beef stew and a whole bunch of peanut butter cookies.
Oh no, not the last day of summer. It's my favorite season.
I hate summer.
I
I hate
love
spring. I hate summer. If I could live in a land of perpetual fall and winter, I would be so happy. It's why I loved living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Like, I mean, other than the fact that the trees do turn green periodically, and every now and then the Santa Ana winds bring summer to the door.
Okay, but
Other
Santa
than
Ana winds
that,
can be
it's
fun until there's fire.
Yeah, until there's fire.
It's like perpetually fall, except for in February when it just rains. That's all it does. That's all it did, at least when I was out there. I loved it because with my allergies, spring is a no-go. Like, I just can't. And summer, I don't like heat. I have not learned how to take off my skin without pain yet. Like, it's just hot. I can layer up.
Let's see the image the art breeder just made.
Yes.
Okay, content warning. This may be terrifying. Laura is making things in our breeder. Oh my. Yeah, if you do not like scary images, maybe look away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on screen. That is creepy.
Oh my god, what happened to that poor Ood?
That is relatively
Oh,
amazing.
You're welcome.
It's gone now.
It's gone. You can look back again. It does not make me sad. When I say I am a goth at heart, I am a goth at heart. Give me like dead trees, like fall, winter, yes, everything about it.
I like pine trees and leafless trees.
Yes, agreed.
Mind you, I was raised in front of a Christmas tree field. It's part of it.
With the exception of a very few fruit-bearing trees, deciduous trees were a mistake. Ugh, the allergies. Oh.
Well, also because our country
I am
is
glad.
planting male trees, and that's why there's so much pollen.
Right? Is all kinds of crazy.
Candle Unlimited.
Yeah, I'm probably about to put all my books back on there once I have the oomph to load up my KDP dashboard and take them down from everywhere else that they are.
expensive buying paperbacks.
If I
$100
lived near
a
you,
pop.
Charlie, I would just show up and do it for you.
Yes, that's it. Ritual magic for conservative Christians. It. Like I said, I have been involved in esoteric circles for a lot of my life. It is it gets the snark at a couple points are just, it was hilarious. It made me laugh out loud. I don't know if the book was intended to make me laugh out loud. I will say that. I don't know if it was intentional humor or unintentional humor, but it reminded me and a couple of my friends drunk at night talking about, can you imagine if the Republicans found out about this, that, or the other thing? It would be hilarious. It really had that vibe for me. Finally, not raining. We are in a fun drought because our ground is made of clay, so everything is cracking. So I would not be totally mad if like a little bit of rain, just a soupçon of rain, not enough to like flood. Don't need any more floods. Yeah, that's going to be us tomorrow. That's where I'm really worried about tomorrow, because it's supposed to get up to 106 today, and tomorrow our high is supposed to be 68. And that difference in temperature is going to do murder to our sinuses. So bad. It's not going to be fun. So they're really just trying to explain a video of similar. Oh. My sensor worked. I almost said something very untoward. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I can understand. I understand aesthetically, but I'm just saying. Hello, Spence. How is Tater and Todd? I hope everything is well. Also,
Tater and Todd, that's so cute.
Yeah, Tater.
Todd is coming home tomorrow.
Yeah, Todd gets to come home tomorrow.
oh, all of the cuteness. All of the cuteness.
It's so exciting.
We
I
might be
can't
more
wait.
excited than the family.
You don't have to have the sleepless nights.
You're
like
right.
family. Thank you for linking the really wonderfully trash book. Tater is sleeping like a happy little boy, and God is coming home. So much excitement. They're so cute. Just all of the cuteness. All of the cuteness.
I saw a picture of Pizza Demon and Tater. Oh, they're adorable.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about how many books are on my Kindle right now, because
So if I actually got my brain into focus to read actual books, like on my ebooks and like on my shelves, with the rate at which I actually read, I could read all of my books in probably a month.
like I don't even want to think about how many
Y'all ever
books.
seen how many fanfics I read in a day? Trust me, a month.
When Brian and I first got together, he thought that I pretended to read books.
What?
When it comes to nonfiction books, I can read very quickly. Fiction books take me forever, because my brain doesn't work the same reading a fiction book compared to a nonfiction book. But I would read like 2-3 books a night, because I can just like go through them. And so he would start quizzing me. Like he would like grab a book out of the stack of just reads and start quizzing me about various things from it to see if I had actually been reading it, because he thought I was just like buying them to look smart or something. I'm like, no, I just read really fast when it's a nonfiction book.
I got in trouble with my parents one year because they bought me like 17 to 25 books for Christmas. And then a week later, I was like, Dad, I ran out of books. He's like, you did what? And none of them were small. The smallest one was like this thick. The thickest one I think was this thick.
Oh man.
But my parents weren't the only ones who bought me books. Other people bought me books, and I read all of them. They're like, that was supposed to last you until you went back to school.
This +3 for this month so far.
Oh
Maggie,
man, I
this would
feel
destroy
like
me.
I'm falling behind.
What?
This would destroy me. The when your Kindle binge challenge, clear your TBR in 1 year.
I'm actually thinking of doing that for next year because I have a lot of books on my bookshelves that I haven't read, and I'm like, but I want to read them.
At least
So I'm
3 of the books that
planning
are
on
on my
it.
TBR are not in English, and they're all in medieval high Latin.
Oh, fun.
So I would have to, like,
That's a thing.
yeah, I would have to do translations of them. And I get really pedantic when I do Latin translation. It's a reason I did not like when going through the possible career paths I could have. Like scholarly translator was a thing I thought about for a while, and then I realized what a nightmare. Like I'm bad to myself when I'm just like writing stuff. You don't want to know how bad I am when it comes to like translation. Like I get into arguments with myself about like there are 5 different scholars who disagree about the meaning of this one word. So let's go through all of the scholarship to find out what this one
Okay.
word could possibly mean here.
So
And
for
write a
anybody
dissertation.
who is not Charlie, because I'm sure Charlie knows this and has done this, do you know how entertaining it is to go through the footnotes of translations? They call each other out, and there's like smack talk between books.
Oh yeah,
Because
completely.
they diss each other. And it can be like the same work that they've translated. And it is gorgeous. Highly recommend. Some of the best reading material you will ever read.
So, see, the last book that I did a translation of was the brief version of The Life of St. Francis of Assisi by St. Bonaventure. And it took me, I think, 1.5 years to translate what turns out to be like a 15-page book, because he uses a couple words in there that, oh, you could start a war over being definitive about what any of them mean, because they have been used in a variety of ways depending on place, time, intent, and it took forever. And yeah, no.
I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be fun for me personally to read your translations and your footnotes.
One of the other books is in medieval High German, and yeah, no, never again. Never again. Like I did German translations for a while. They're fun, but no, because I get, especially stuff that's written in verse, because I feel like it has to stay in verse. So I find myself trying to keep either the rhyme scheme or the meter scheme in English. And
Oh, man.
I wish I could remember some of the articles that I read in school, because I read a couple of articles. Yeah, I don't remember what class I was in either, but talked about the translations of like the meters and like how to actually shift it to like an English meter, because they're different, but they still read correctly. Like, there's a weird thing with it.
I wish I still had. I don't know if the Maryland school system still using them or not, but I did a bunch of translations of Goethe that the Maryland school system was using, and I don't have copies of them anymore. They disappeared in one of the moves, because this was in the time before I had reliable computers and there was no cloud storage. So I don't know what happened to the disk that they were
Probably
served on.
contact the school.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you guys still have this?
But
Like one copy. That's all I need.
yeah, I just because I would love to have my copy of the translation of Der Erlkönig back, because I fought so hard to keep the feel of that poem. Because if you've never read it, it's a story about a man with his sick son on his lap, riding on a horse trying to get to a doctor to save his kid's life. And one of the greatest wars in German translation, what the word Erl means in English, It's usually translated as Elf King, but they have a word for elf, and it's not that one. So, um, is chasing him, and there is a large portion of the poem that has, in German, when you read it, has the rhythm of horse hooves hitting a road, like because of the very sharp consonants that it has. This very sound that you're making when you're saying it that sounds like horse hooves. And I worked so hard to keep that in English, and I need to write them and see if I can get a copy of that, because yes. Yes, because there's one of her books that I cannot find in English that I really want to read. I can find several translations into modern German, and I've actually read one of the translations in modern German, but it really upsets me that all of her stuff's not in English. Anywho, we're here for the creativities. We should maybe do a sprint.
Maybe.
A
I wish
sprint.
I was better at translating Latin. I'm terrible at Latin, in part because I have dyslexia. It makes it worse, and I didn't realize I have dyslexia.
Oh, Latin will teach you. If you are unsure whether or not you have dyslexia, study Latin.
I know because like we kind of corrected mine in English. So like because my brain autocorrects because I know what letters are supposed to be next to what letters for different grammar rules.
Mm-hmm.
So my brain kind of like autocorrects it for me. So I can still read the word. Don't work like that in Latin. They use different grammar structures.
Also, Latin loves acronyms, and it loves abbreviations, and it really likes to do this thing where you take two words, take like a couple letters from each word and smush them together into another word, and you're just expected to know. And also, there are certain letters they just didn't like writing down.
Yeah, so they have less letters in their alphabet than we do.
And so, and even some of the letters,
depending on which like section of Latin you're in,
and depending on which area you're in, there are some letters that they just decided, I'll just put a weird tick mark over here that lets you know that I cut these three letters out. You'll just know because I put this tick mark in. That's what that tick mark means. Because, of course it does.
One day I will actually dig out some Latin and actually do some translating again. Who knows? I hated it when I didn't have it in class.
Alrighty. I have pulled up the Halloween race because it is that time of the year again. I am going to pick the Ghost because Ghost did a live stream today. And I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about my favorite Swedish band, but most of what they talked about on the stream today was creativity and the creative struggles of an artist. How to come up with ideas, how to focus in on ideas, and how to tell your stories. It was unexpected for a live stream. That's not what I expected when they announced they were doing a live stream. It was really interesting. It was really fascinating. So if you're interested, go check that out. It's actually just talking heads because they couldn't get their internet connection to work. So they couldn't share video. So it's just a static image with voices. So
I think that's cool. I picked Grim and Vlad because they're both there and they're next to each other.
Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead is going to win this with the little leaf feet.
Hannibal Lecter.
Alrighty, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Make sure that you have whatever you're working on open. And if you need to just gaze off into the distance, or like I do, go make tea because it did not get done before the stream started, go ahead and do that because self-care is productivity for writers. We are going to get started on this sprint in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! And the Grim Reaper is in the lead.
is
It was the pirate.
The pirate. Arr!
I made the fun mistake of taking a sip of super, super hot tea right before needing to talk.
Oh man.
It's tasty though. All right. So how did everybody do? I made tea and started organizing images that I made to do stuff for the social medias, and started trying to figure out what that's gonna look like when I start doing that, because I feel like, yay, I made a lot of pictures. Maybe there should be words that go words. So that's where I am right now. How did everybody else do?
Let's see. I don't know what I did. I messed around with my Notion for a bit. I was looking up. I got sucked into looking up speech act theory, which is the theory that about like how speech works. It's very complicated. Like I'm still figuring it out, but it's a fascinating topic that I am obsessed with. So I was looking up that and pragmatics. I ended up doing some research on pragmatics too because they're related, and so that was what I was doing that sprint.
I was doing the day job. Trying to figure out why these wispies aren't showing up in the color, just in the alpha.
Wispies. Sorry. I was showing them before the stream started. I was working on a temp cover, I'm calling it. I don't know if it's going to be the final cover for the sci-fi book I'm working on. I like to do covers to inspire me to write stories, because I see a pretty cover and I'm like, I need to read this book. Oh crap, I got to write it first. And it helps me. It's like my main motivation. I don't always, actually, I rarely use the temp cover for the actual cover of the book. So I'm trying to not put too much effort into it, since it'll probably never see the light of day. But because I wanted it to look like it was in the art style of Tim and Greg Hildebrandt, I did that. And it was funny, like when I showed it to Glory, the first thing that she said was, it needs more like fog wispies. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Just like fog, just some fog wispies. And I'm just like, you recognize the art style. Like, yeah, it looks like something Tim and Greg did, which means it needs all of the little wispy fogs, just a little wispy fogs, just here, there, and yonder, just random wispy fogs. So I'm a little triggerable with the word wisp right now, because all I want to do is sit there and put in little tiny wispy fogs throughout this image that will probably never amount to anything, because that's how I do. And somehow yet I still get stuff done. Speaking of which, next week the Oracle deck should be here.
Ooh, that's so exciting. I can't wait.
We are 1 week away, so maybe, let's see, let me check the calendar. There is a chance, because the delivery window is the 28th through the 30th. So there's a chance by this stream next week, I may be showing you all what the cards actually look like in print.
Ooh.
If not, week after next, I should be able to do that, hopefully, unless something gets delayed. But yeah, we are a week out from them actually getting delivered. And I'm actually getting excited about it. Really worried, because I had a nightmare last night that the deck arrived and like all of the ink got smooshed.
Oh no.
So they were all just like a smudge in the same direction, with like colors smudged. And so yeah, it must be a fun thing, because I'm having stress dreams about it. That's how I know I'm actually excited about something. My brain is like, how can I make you stress out about this? Make you not be excited, but stressed. Hello, Stephanie, on the other account. Let's see. Jenna. Okay. I know my eyes aren't working the best today. Let me clean that out a little bit and zoom in. 874 words?
Nice.
Wow. All the snaps. Yeah, I think you like this book too. That is amazing. Oh. I'm not saying that I'm jealous, but I'm not going to deny that I'm jealous. Just wow, that's amazing. You'll be submitting this in a few days. Yeah, you're booking literally. See, Ben says I finished getting yelled at by your husband. Ate hot dogs and procrastinated getting back to what you need to be doing by daydreaming about buying sweaters. Sweaters. Sorry about the yelling. I hope everything is the okay. I don't even know if I can say that out loud. Like, y'all just trying to make me jealous today. Went to get ice cream.
Ooh.
For the minuet, says Maggie. From the mignonette, says Maggie, from a little local store, and I swear by all that is holy, it smells like snow. Well, I mean, you do live in a land where you have an angry, sad Ilsa up in the mountains who every now and then just like you know, rah. So it does feel a bit early for that, though. Even for you. Uh-oh. Are you going to sneeze or not? Could feel it sneaking up on me. It's like, no. We're not doing this. Let's see. Paget got halfway through chapter 6 and eliminated 654 words. Better than you thought, but you still have 6,546 words to. Oh my.
Oh man.
Does this need to be cut into multiple chapters? Or because at that point it feels like you have multiple. That's a lot of words still left to cut. I mean, just ask yourself, is this more than one chapter? Should this be more than one chapter? Because let's see. Way too warm. I do have to say, I love that smell of like, oh, it's about to snow in the air. I'm sure I would feel differently if I lived in a place that like had angry Ilsa blizzards like you do, but I don't. So I love the smell of it's about to snow. Ooh, hopefully the dinner was good. I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight, but I had leftover stew from yesterday for lunch today.
We're doing turkey meatballs, and I'm very excited.
That sounds very good.
That is always nice.
Yeah. See, here's a post showing the Closet Kids Library. Awesome. Let's see. It's going to deny the jealousy. Yeah, I denial is what it is. You guys, my daughter's senior portraits came. Oh, that's so exciting! I see. My parents have a copy of my senior portraits. Hopefully, your child is beloved, or at least not despised by the yearbook committee. Sorry, every time I hear senior portrait, I'm slightly triggered because I am not in my senior yearbook at all, which is very interesting. The only part of me that's in there is my elbow. You can see part of my left elbow in the German club portrait, which is interesting because I was president of the German club and I was in the middle of the picture, which they very carefully cut into two pictures and put on different sides of the page with words on the in-between just to get rid of me because I made somebody angry in the yearbook committee.
Oh, man.
My name appears nowhere in the yearbook. It's like I wasn't there. Which considering how bad my senior year of high school was, would have been a blessing for everyone involved. But you can
what
see
pretty art reader made.
Sure.
potential trigger warning. We are putting up one of Laura's pictures in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom.
Ooh.
Oh, that is creepy.
So we've got outer space.
That's like
Nice.
Lovecraft stuff. I like the creepy blue eyes. I like some creepy blue eyes. It is no longer on the screen for anybody who looked away. Oh, you think? Okay, Spence, I'm not going to yell at you as well, but somebody who also has this problem. Yeah, we are supposed to ask our husbands for help more often. Yes, do that, especially because, the babies. Like, yes.
And the fact that you're still recovering
Yes. Like, just, yes.
from major internal surgery.
Like,
Well,
yes.
yeah.
You should do that.
Ooh.
I've not had sloppy joes in a while. I'm gonna have to just like somehow find a way to sneak that phrase into conversation with Brian so it can magically happen. Ooh, lemon pepper chicken also sounds good. We are currently trying to figure out how to do crockpot bulgogi because we found this really good, really cheap meat, but it's great in the stew because if you give it like hours for the like collagen to melt, it's delicious, but it's a bit too toothsome if you use it like in a traditional bulgogi. So I had the idea of like, why don't we figure out a way to do that in like the slow cooker? Because then we can set it up before you go to work, and when you come home, there's bulgogi. So that's our current.
Nice.
Because it's that time of year where I just want to get out the slow cooker and slow cook everything because I love some good slow cooker food. Yeah, I was my dad's third child and my mom's second. So yeah, they got all the fancy stuff. I got all of the rules put upon me to keep me from acting anything like they did. So as long as you didn't do that, you're raising your kids right. Alrighty, I am going to glance through really quickly. Yeah, I mentioned it before, but my great grandmother had 11 siblings. 11.
Oh, dear.
11. Like, you are not starting your own little tribes. Like, what are you doing? Let's talk about something. All right. Well, we have enough time for me to do one more sprint before I have to run away and get ready for class. So, no, put us back on screen. What are you doing? Alrighty, let us say goodbye to Mr. Pirate Man.
Goodbye, Mr. Pirate.
I am sticking with the ghost because not only did I watch the really fun live stream, they put out a live video today of them performing Mariana Cross because for some reason it went viral on TikTok. You never know.
That's the nature of TikTok for you.
Yeah. And people have made some creative videos to that song. Anywho.
Pumpkin Man. Pumpkinhead.
Sorry, the back has started stretching. I can't really move my arms for a second. Are you done? Oh. Wow, that was a fun experience. I see stars. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and get the sprint started in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
This is the Grim Reaper.
They won.
So I'm sitting on the timer trying to figure out why it won't let me unmute. Where's the unmute button? Why is the unmute button not here? I'm fine. I only have class tonight. It's going to be fine. Oh my.
I came in when we lost to Laura. Was Laura here?
Everybody was crying.
Hi.
As soon as we all start giggling, Carrie, you know.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Everybody.
So I went to the dollar store.
Was it a good trip?
Yeah, I got some. I went for chicken tenders and some French fries because I was like, I really want some chicken tenders and French fries or tater tots. I would have preferred tater tots, but they don't have any I can have.
Oh, that's sad.
But so I got French fries, but I got 2 types of French fries. I only am cooking one of the types of French fries, but I did also grab Rally's fries, aka Checkers fries, which are delicious and they're cat safe. Just saying.
good.
Bye, Jenna.
And I also got some chicken strips. And then I was like, every time I come here, I buy Von Pops. Why don't I just buy a box of Von Pops? Would you like to know how tiny these are? The big ones are like this. The little ones are like this. And I'm like, this is a baby Von Pop. It's a sparkler at this point. I'm so used to eating the giant ones. And I'm like, why are you so little?
It's ASMR time with soda opening with Carrie.
I don't want it to explode.
I did that very thing, like right as the timer went off.
So I know this is going to be a shock to everyone working on a picture. Had an idea for a picture for St. Michael for Michael Mass, which is the 29th. And I thought, hey, why don't I
Go get my food.
why don't I try to get that done? So that's what I was working on. And yeah, I do things. So
Joe came in to tell me the dimensions of the box that we got out to the Spences, and
nice.
it's like 22 pounds. It's a decent size box. And Haley, you better not lift it.
Yeah, Haley.
Okay, Mr. Spence already did the yelling. We're being very supportive and not doing the yelling, but yeah, Haley, don't lift it.
I'm not trying to. Please do not hurt yourself.
Please. Oh my goodness. So
I already told her in Discord chat, but I'm saying again, I don't know if she's watching, but
So luckily my head will not explode during the stream today because it will explode during class. I just got the weather alert. The cold front has started moving in.
Oh, man.
Like in the hundreds on this side of the front, it's in the 60s on the other.
Oh, wow.
And it's just moving through. So at a certain point, my head's just going to go.
Oh, man.
And it's going to be fun. Hopefully I won't be talking at all when that happens because oh my goodness.
Spence.
good thing there's nothing breakable. It's just clothes and bibs. No, I was originally laughing at Jenna. She was like, I heard mom mode.
Oh, feel that.
Sorry, my mom mode apparently can get a little intense. Charlie can attest to that. I literally scared them out of their seat.
You can hit the tone that makes me know that I'm in trouble and about to get a whooping. Like, deep seated, like, yeah, just Granny's gonna ask me to get a switch. Dad's gonna be laughing. Mom's gonna be giving me that look like you know what you did. Like flashbacks, pajamas. All the train. Okay, I'm gonna have to get running in just a second. Before I go, I think we're streaming tomorrow. If he did not inform me, but he didn't put out an announcement in the group that we weren't doing the game tomorrow.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming he has coverage and doesn't have to work tomorrow. I don't know, but we may be here for the Valheims tomorrow, and depending on how things are lining up, I believe this is the first week of Slime Rancher 2.
Ooh.
I believe Slime Rancher 2 comes out tomorrow, if memory serves. So Friday we'll be hanging out with Beatrice, probably.
Man, if you can't do Valheim tomorrow, you can just play Slime Rancher.
Yeah, if Slime Rancher 2 does come out tomorrow and he does have to work, I might do a stream anyway, just because, I mean, Slime Rancher 2. I'm so excited about this game. You have no idea. It looks so cute. If you have not watched the trailers for it, unless you are currently on a I cannot buy a video game ban or you hate cute things, go watch the trailers. They're adorable. I can't wait to figure out why there are bunny slimes and how I can have all of them.
I'm broke. That's why I can't get games.
Yeah, I made it very clear. I was like, I don't care what I have to give up, but on this date, I'm buying this game. It is happening. Plan accordingly. This much money is leaving the account. It's gone. It's gone. It is pre-spent. And that will be Friday. And then, I don't know, weekends are weekends. I'll probably sleep all weekend, which is what I've been doing anyway. So anyway, I'll probably see you all tomorrow night. Have the fun. Don't break the internet.
But I want
I'll do my best.
All right. Have the fun, y'all. Bye.
Bye. So how is everybody? Well, I think we already know this. But how is everybody anyways? Cat's got food. What is Carrie doing today?
Well, I ate dinner
Ooh,
and
nice.
I just warmed up some penne pasta and sauce, and after Anna got all saucified, I put her in the bath.
That's
And
a
then Joe
good
came home.
way to go about it. Let them get messy and then just dunk them in the tub.
you don't beat them after bath time. That's a stupid decision. But I need another bath.
Let's see. Well, on that
Not something messy after bath time.
Yeah. During that sprint, I was working on Art Breeder, trying to come up with a cover for my story about Judith and her granddaughter. And so I have a lot of pictures of little old ladies standing next to bougainvilleas in various poses in the style of John Singer Sargent. Although they kind of don't get the style of John Singer Sargent quite right. He's a little more precise in his drawings, paintings.
It's a computer program. It's not going to be able to do it.
I know, but it actually did really well on the first time I did it, but it was of a princess, and I don't know, I think maybe it like understood the assignment better. But I was having fun.
Spencer's Tater gets to try out his new bathtub.
Ooh, so exciting. That's cute.
He's gonna be like, "What is this?"
Let me see if I can really quickly show you some of these images because they're hilarious.
I'm about to use the rest of my random predator. Well, I got chicken tenders. That's why I bought the ranch and the ketchup in here, because I'm probably going to run out of ranch. And I ate the fries with ketchup.
So here are my little old ladies. I've got this little old lady and this little old lady just sitting here. They all look so sad, which is kind of annoying me because I don't want them to look too sad. I kind of like this one, but she looks very like stern. And this one is one of my favorites right here.
I really like the first one in that row.
This one?
No, in the row.
Oh, and this one
Yeah,
right
that one.
here. Yeah.
I really do like that. If it had more flowers in it, though.
Yeah, it needs more flowers. Like, I really like this one a lot because she's standing up and, like, it's kind of like an action pose. I don't know how it would work for a cover for a novel, but it at
You can make
least
it work.
will be useful for something in the story.
Also, random thing in the chat. I don't know if you saw it, but the bathtub looks like a rubber duck.
Oh, that's too cute. All right, so should we do another sprint? Let's see. Let me share the screen.
I was going to say, did somebody else pull up a timer?
Yes, this time I'm thinking we should do the witch timer, since it's kind of getting to that season and everybody's in the mood for it. Let's see, 25.
I'm in the mood for it all year.
I'm not. I do not like Halloween or fall or winter. Those are my least favorite times of the year.
When it starts getting cold, that's when everything starts to hurt.
Unpopular opinion, my favorite season is winter. I'm a winter baby as well. Think about that, though.
I love that they're chasing a soccer ball. I think since there's no purple that I can see. Oh, am I sharing? Do I have it up? No, I don't.
Up.
Now it's up. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. I think, I can't decide. Do I want teal or do I want to go with this orange one? Because this orange one is so cute. I think I'm going to go with the orange one because I've convinced myself she's got the look. Oh, we're definitely going to want to turn this off.
The green one in the back.
Green one in the back. Sounds good. What about you, Kat?
One in the front.
Ah, this red and blue. It's very American.
I didn't even notice the blue, in all
Character.
honesty. I just noticed the red. I was like, there's red. I'll take that one.
Nice.
Spen says, any season that lets me wear sweaters, I'm happy.
Right.
Mm.
So not summer.
All right, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. the teal one. Hooray! Oh, I still have the thing on my computer. There we go. Now it won't make noise. Okay, so how did everybody do that sprint? Starting with the
Okay.
people on the screen.
I was writing down my stats so far for Misadventures in its own dedicated notebook,
Oh, nice.
and starting to set up for volume 2 since I'm almost halfway through putting up episodes for it. I'm up to
Oh, nice.
what's the next one? The last one that I scheduled? Episode 69, which is 19 into volume 2.
Nice.
So Spence says the Tater gets to try out his ducky bathtub tonight for the first time. I think we already talked about this, but it was put on the screen, so I'm talking about it again. Carrie says, "Aw." Spence says it looks like a rubber duck. I love wearing sweaters. Any season that lets me wear sweaters, I'm happy, says Spence. I do not like layers. I do not like wearing layers. I do not like wearing socks. I do not like things on my feet. I don't like being cold. It's
Okay,
all no.
so I'm weird, and I love layers and sweaters and stuff, but I don't like anything on my feet. So like, I love winter, but I'm just like, but I don't want anything on my feet.
Yeah,
I have gone
I'm
outside in the
half
snow barefoot.
the exact way.
Ow.
Yeah, I got yelled at a lot as a child. I also used to go out in a tank top and basketball shorts. No shoes on, no socks on. And my dad would
I
look at me
mean,
and be
I
like,
will
"What
wear
the
flip
hell are you
flops
doing out
until
here?"
the very last day possible because I hate wearing socks and shoes, partly because of all the swelling in my feet, and it just makes them uncomfortable. But
Maggie voted for the Orange Autumn Witch. Unfortunately, we did not win with that one. Jen had to get the kiddo from school and got 468 this time. Wow. That is impressive. That is very impressive. That is like, so for the job that I'm applying for, they want you to write 1,000 word or like 2 500-word articles a day, and I'm just like, I can barely do 1,000-word article in like 6 days. Like, how am I gonna pare it down? But I gave myself a test assignment, and I managed to get it done in the allotted time frame. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can do it. But man, if I could write that fast, like, then I would feel much more confident about this job. Maggie says, I knitted a sweater tube for Mignonette Snake. Oh, it loves sweaters too. That's kind of cute, even though I hate snakes, by like a lot.
That's adorable.
I love that the timer tab on my computer says undefined. Like, it just doesn't know.
It doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, it's having an identity crisis. So I have like hairballs underneath my desk, and I can feel it on my toes, and I'm like, get off of my toes. Hairball. Between me and the dogs, it's like ridiculous. Jenna, the Soul Rider, says, Heart, you are epic to Maggie. And Paget says, I only knocked out another 87. No, we don't do only here. It's you knocked out another 87 words, which is pretty awesome. Almost to the end of chapter 7. You don't know how you're going to get rid of basically 6,450 more words. A little bit at a time. That's all you can do. Is just cut it down a little bit at a time. But like Charlie said, maybe you should consider breaking it up into multiple chapters and see how that goes. Paget says, I will get rid of like 3 sentences, but then find a place where I need to add 4, and then get rid of 3, but add 2, etc., etc. Oh yeah, that is complicated. Why, look who it is again. Maggie says, change the 6.5 thousand words to the start of a sequel? Question mark. That might be a good solution. Because yeah, that's a lot of words to whittle down. All right, let's see. Let's get this. Remove the winner from the next race. Race again. Add it to the stream so people can see it. Let's see. Should we wait for... Let's wait for Carrie to finish up so she can choose a character. In the meantime, let's see. Everybody's already talked about what they've had for dinner.
I'm playing Sims right now.
You're playing Sims? Yeah. What game are you playing? Like, which file are you playing?
This is a new file that I started the other day, actually.
Have you, like, when you mentioned in the last stream that you can knock kids off the game, did you learn that by having it happen?
I did not learn that via me playing. I'm in a couple of Facebook groups, and some of them are Sims groups. And somebody put that on there, and I'm like, they had a screenshot of their kid just in the pool. And I'm like, I didn't know kids could drown in the game.
Wow.
Because there are versions of Sims where the children cannot die.
Yeah. I mean, that is pretty dark.
I mean, I'm just like...
I was giving Joe a hard time about talking about politics in my space. And he walked out in a huff. And I went, I love you. And I hear Anna go, no.
Oh, that's so funny. No. Paget says, yeah, I guess you're right. A little at a time. It doesn't have to be 80K, but this genre is generally 65 to 80K. So I feel like I at least need to be closer to 80,000. Yeah. LOL, this book is 2, but maybe I can find a subplot point and remove it and use it for book 3. I don't know. That's a good idea. All right, so I think I'm going to stick with my orange one because the second favorite, the teal one. So I guess I'm stuck with the orange one.
Well, that second one is like purplish blue on the hat.
Yeah, not quite. It's like periwinkle, but
I can't exactly.
Which is kind of close to being purple, but it's not close enough for my taste.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Plus, I love her bright pink broom. Like, what kind of broom is hot pink? And can I have one? Because I might actually like sweep stuff up if I had
The one that Cat picked looks like a push broom.
It does.
this one. Yeah.
Did you see the clip that they released about from Hocus Pocus 2?
Yes. Well, you showed me.
They seem
so
to have
of
a
course
mind of
I
their
did.
own. Rimbos.
Come on. Don't make me come over there.
I can't wait for that. When is the movie coming out? Like Halloween?
No, it's the
No, end of
30th.
September.
The
Oh,
30th
wow.
of this month it comes out.
So sometime in
my.
October, I am spending the night at Bestie's so I can watch it at her house because I don't have Disney Plus.
Oh, it's going to be on
I need
Disney
to mood drop
Plus.
someone.
Well, I think it might also be on regular TV too. 'Cause
Probably on like the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ways to watch it without owning it.
So let's get started so I can feed the dogs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I won! Hooray! The orange
So did
one
Maggie,
won. Yes. Woo!
but she's not here.
Oh, Maggie. Had to go.
I think I saw her popping up in the chat on JC's stream.
Makes sense. So how did everybody do on their sprint? How did you guys do? Let me know.
I was
My house is
listening to
almost
Joe.
furnished.
What?
My house is almost furnished.
Ah.
I was listening to Joe read stories to Anna, and then I muted the camera when she started to have a meltdown when he said, "Only 2 books tonight, time for bed."
Oh. Only 2 books.
Because I
That's
don't need to hear that
inhuman.
echoed.
How could you torture her like that?
It's called School Tomorrow.
Yes, of course. Gotta get that sleep. Important things are growing
She can
inside
stay
the
up later all
child. But
weekend.
yes. The child is growing, needs to get all the sleep she can get. Let's see. So Maggie is off to do chores. Then the kids are watching 86 on Crunchyroll. Interesting. Yes, that was a hot pink broom. And everybody have a lovely evening. Carrie says good night to Mama Maggie. Eva says, I'm stream hopping while I get some admin things done. I'll probably fade off when the chatter gets to the indie versus trad publishing controversy on the other stream. My brain doesn't want to admin tonight, though. Maybe I'll read. Fade off from here. I mean, love me a good indie publishing chat when it's feisty. Ah, yes.
Yeah, they were
Feisty
just getting
chatter.
to it when the timer went off. I paused it, and I'm going to watch it back at 1.5 speed.
Ah, nice. And Maggie said, Paget says good night to Maggie. I was working on Art Breeder again after I took the dogs out. Let me see if I can show you some of the. I've been trying to create the image of a skull made out of flowers. It has been very difficult to do the thing. So let me share my screen. Okay. So they all want to be
now
like
we can
flowers.
see it.
Oh, it would help if I did
You
that.
just gotta remember that when you click to share the screen, it doesn't show it to us immediately, even though it jumps you to the page.
Yeah, I know that logically in my head, but then I get excited and I forget because I'm so excited to just show you the things.
And it should just
It should do that, but no, it's mean. This one is kind of disturbing right up here. He looks pretty worried. These ones are happy and jovial looking. This one I liked only because it was purple and it had the pretty purple flowers. This one looked kind of realistic, so I chose that one.
Ooh.
This one reminds me of one of those images, I think by I can't remember who. Oh well. I can picture her face, but I can't picture her art, her name. More picture. This one was pretty interesting, and I thought Charlie would have liked it if they were here to see it. This skull is in the garden, and it looks like a very heavy metal garden. So that was some of the images that I created on Art Breeder. It's very addicting. It's very hard not to just keep hitting the reroll button, seeing what pops up.
Art Breeder is one of the most addicting things I've ever encountered.
It's so much fun. Paget got 312 more words cut. Okay, slow and steady, I guess. Yeah. Good job there, getting 312 more words cut. Nice. Yeah, he does look pretty worried. He looks like he might have had a little too much coffee and is in a very frightening situation and is just having one of those days where nothing is going right. All right, we should do one more sprint before we all have to hop off here.
You're very efficient on this whole sprinting thing.
Let me share my screen again since I had to unshare it to share the art breeder stuff.
Let us share multiple screens, please.
Yes.
Please.
So goodbye to my orange one. Farewell. We shall see you again. Let me add it to the stream so we can say goodbye. Goodbye. And then race again. Yes. Now who am I going to choose? I think I'm going to go with Kat's character because I'm feeling like earlier I got stuck in my head the our country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, stuck in my head. Like it was terrible. And I probably just got it restuck in my head, starting to sing it all over again. I'm going to have to turn on some music during this sprint. But that is who I am choosing. Who's your choices?
I'm sticking with green.
Okay, everybody's sticking with their character. All right. Then we'll get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Bright Blue won! Woohoo! I don't know if anyone chose Bright Blue, but Bright Blue won!
Ooh.
So how did you guys do on this sprint?
I was watching JC's conversation.
Nice. And I guess, Kat, you were still playing The Sims?
Yeah, I'm still playing The Sims.
I was still on Art Breeder. Is anyone surprised? Let me...
What?
Yeah,
I know.
never would have guessed.
So I was working on some images. I came up with a brain neurons, which it has a brain in the center, and then there's all these neurons around it. So that's cool. This is supposed to be the same thing, but there's like a tiny little, well, I don't know. It almost looks like cancerous cells in a brain, almost. I don't know what cancerous cells in a brain would look like, but that's what I imagine it would look like. Then I was doing an orphanage in Los Angeles, and this is what cropped up. There's some really weird, distorted. The faces are really weird and distorted, but it kind of gave me an idea for like setting. This was supposed to be a sunset in the frame of California, like the outline of California, something like that. It didn't turn out that well, but this one did. This one has palm trees in California, and I love this one for how it's managed to spell California. California. It just cracks me up. California. I'm going to start saying it that way now. I live in California. And then here's the circulatory system with a bunch of roses. This is just a bunch of roses. It was supposed to be the circulatory system with a bunch of roses, but there was really no circulatory system in the picture. Here's an anatomical picture of a heart with roses, another one, and more skulls. Lots more skulls. Let's see if there's any other images that I haven't shown you guys yet. Nope. That's it. So that was what I was working on this sprint. Paget says the brain and neurons is cool. Yeah. I'm impressed with what it came up with. And Paget cut out 288 words. Clap, 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 clap. Yay. Good job. You're getting closer. You'll get there. You'll get to that 6,000 and some odd words eventually. You'll get there. All right. So I think that is it for today. Does anyone have any parting words before we head off?
I have a new video.
Woo!
I
What's
was
it
showing
about?
off my setup for Q4 in my pretty journal.
Nice.
I have a
Awesome.
video that I need to post.
I have a video I need to record for the feminist We Will Not Go Back feminist video anthology. I will be doing that probably on Monday. And I hope everyone will join me in making something for the We Will Not Go Back feminist video anthology. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've seen some of the entries so far. I think I've only seen 2, maybe 1. I don't actually remember. But yeah, so that is all I have on my... Oh, I also wrote a blog post on my blog in case anyone is interested. It's meganmccarthyauthor.wordpress.com. And I wrote a post about how to come up with character names for your contemporary fiction novel projects. So if you're stuck on names and you're writing contemporary fiction, I have some solutions for you. All right. Well, that is it for us. It was lovely seeing you all. We hope to see you tomorrow, hopefully, if Brian and Charlie have the stream. But if not, I will see you guys on Friday.
Coffee Bunny's tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Coffee Bunny
Coffee
is
Bunny.
tomorrow. Do
Is
not
it
forget that.
Yours or Glory's channel tomorrow?
I believe it's... I thought it was Glory's channel because
Oh,
your
my
channel
God.
was like last week.
Let me double check. Hold on.
That's
How much left? Yeah, you're right. It was my last one. Yeah, it's Glory's channel.
what I thought.
It's Glory this week. I get my weeks messed up.
So
lucky
don't
I
forget to
forget.
go to Coffee Bunny Cafe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
End broadcast.
Oh, you did.